Mythos by Stephen Fry. I just finished reading this book and I want to give it 4 stars out of 5 stars. And I'm not going to give it 5 stars, not going to be easy. I made many notes, guys. I made at least 15 pages of notes, like big pages of notes of the names of the characters and who did what and um, who gave birth to this person and who had sex with whom and what happened. And you read a lot about Zeus, Aphrodite, um, Apollo, Hera, like the earth, Gaia, sky, Uranus, about Kronos, what a character Kronos is, about the god of death, Thanatos, about Hermes, oh my god, what a guy. I'm sorry to say it so bluntly, man. I just feel like a little drained and I feel very victorious. I feel victorious because I feel like I've read a book which has really defied the odds. And I can't believe how much Stephen Fry puts in one book. And there are about 901 things you will learn which you never thought about because you never thought to ask yourself where this word originated from, where this concept came. Did this concept even come into existence? For example, how did a honeybee come into being? Like, how did a honeybee just come into being? How did that happen? Um, you know, uh, yeah, sorry, man, I'm fidgety. So, Zeus is the central character of the book. Zeus is the decision maker. Zeus is the god of gods. Zeus is the one who one day was very bored and he goes to Prometheus, who's asleep, and he jumps on his bed and he says, "Dude, I'm so bored. I need to do something different." He's like, "What do you want to do?" And he made humans. And they're like, "Why would you make humans? There's no reason to make them. We are gods. Why would you make this?" And Prometheus helped him, and Prometheus made humans, and Zeus gave them life. And they were an experiment. And initially, only males were created. There was no females created. And eventually, a very weird twist happened in the friendship of Prometheus and Zeus, and that's amazing to read. How Zeus was born is amazing to read. I think he was the fifth child, but he was the only one that lived. His father was Kronos, and I think his mother was someone named Rhea. I think Kronos and Rhea were siblings. That's going to happen a lot in the book, mind you. Don't worry, you're not gonna get. You'll get so used to it, you won't. You'll be like over it soon. Like mothers will have sex with sons and give birth to gods, and mortals will eventually start taking a lot of the plot away from the immortals, which is unbelievable because the immortals, the gods, they don't die. They don't live for 7 decades. They just live on. And it's very interesting to read the small bit of stories he has mentioned in this book, and he's painfully done it. He's done it not painfully. He's done it painstakingly. He's taking the pains to write a masterpiece of sorts. And today I'm giving it 4 stars, but who knows? In a couple of years, I look back at things I've accomplished in my life, and I might just think, my God, Mythos was quite a book to read, dude. So, mind you guys, this is the 22nd book I read this year. The 21st book I read this year is why I read this as the next book. Which what that means is before this book, I've read Circe by Madeline Miller. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Madeline. Circe is a fantastic book, and after having read Circe, my interest in Greek mythology immediately went up, and I was like, I need to read more. And then I came around the bend and I read this book, and it took me 8 to 10 days. I don't think that's a lot of time because even though this is not the biggest book, nowhere near the biggest book I read this year, um, it's yet so captivating. And I heard the audiobook and I read it on my Kindle. Depending on what energy I'm feeling, I just wanted to keep going. Every day I read for at least an hour, and I'm glad it's over, dude. I feel like I've done justice to my time this month, even though I've read just 3 or 4 books yet. Anyways, I love this book. I'm going to read the follow up, which is called Heroes, and I think Heroes has more about the life of mortals. I also am considering now reading Homer because I have to now. Damn, I've done it. And I also want to read the Song from Achilles by Madeline Miller. So a lot to read, man. But this is a classic. This is it just came out, I think, a couple of years back, and I'm telling you, it's gonna go ahead and gain a lot of accolades and recognition, and a lot of people will be talking about it after 20 years. So I suggest you join the wave right now, and don't let the wave slip from you. Because there's this something about this book. I feel like I've gained 10% more perspective in life, and I mean that's fascinating. 10% has been added to my knowledge base about life and the world and the way it works, and astrology and the stars and the moon and everything, man. Everything had a god, as per Greek mythology. And what this has done is that it might have just opened the floodgates for me to read about other religions as well. For example, I may want to read about um, what Islam says, what Christianity and the Bible says, what the Hebrew book says, what the Guru Granth Sahib says, what Gita says. I just might have a more open door policy to those things. And I've known all my life that there's going to come a day when I'm going to be reading those books. But that day doesn't come to you. You come to the day. So seize the day, my friends, and read this book. I don't care how difficult it is for you. I want everybody to read this book. And if you made it this far in this video review, like 6 minutes and 44 seconds, I think you can do it. I'm sure you clicked on this review for a purpose, and I'm sure there's a hidden purpose beneath the purpose that you are cognitively aware of. I'm saying a lot of things right now. So there you go, guys. You must read Mythos by Stephen Fry. I'm just so, I don't know, man. I feel very enlightened. Enlightened is the word. The one word I feel illuminated, enlightened. Definitely, this book is extremely, extremely informative, and thereby very, very conclusively illuminating and wholesome. It doesn't get any better than this. So I strongly recommend this. It's like a Sapiens of sort. If you haven't read Sapiens, I don't know what you're doing, man. I really don't know. Now, don't tell me you have it with you and your friend recommended it. Please don't be that person. I'm very judgmental. I know it. I know it's one of my many follies. But I don't mind it, so I'm not going to get rid of it. So feel free to judge me and comment and like if you feel like it. And do subscribe. I do book reviews once in a way. So if you're going to subscribe to me just because I'm not a book review guy per se. I'm not an anything review guy. I just like products and stuff and art and entertainment and stuff. And there has to be a voice, right? Because you are considering spending 15 hours of your life on a book. So don't mind this 8 or 10 minute review or video rant. All right, guys, I've said enough. I'm tired of my own voice. Bye now.